ideal baseball weather today, but they've decided not to close the roof, so we'll have to make do. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Merrill Kelly gets the start for Arizona in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
And now in the box, Justin Williams. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2.
And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they can get close.
At the plate, John Nagowski, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
カーブチェンジシンカー
The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away.
あいにくのあまる
For the strikeout, here's the 1-2. Now it's check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. Ball 1. In his career versus this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the
あまるではなくあちゃ
Fouled off.
あえてなーをまーにしてんすけど
The 2-1 home.
よっしゃ
Line drive base hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in to in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
At the plate now, Andrew Kisner, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a breaking ball outside. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
He loses it on ball 4.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
First pitch on its way.
Hmm.
The 1-0 home. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field.
満塁ホームラン。
Gone! It's a grand slam.
まさかまさかの満塁ホームラン。ヘブン・バーンズ・デッドはちょっと難易度高すぎやな。あら。歯ごたえありすぎですか。わお。ケンタさんこんばんは。満塁ホームランです。いやー、スイッチ版予約しましたよ。DL 版。ファール、ファール。あっちはでも通常版にしましたけどね。
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes.
じわじわ近づいてるけど、なかなか長く感じますね。
So here is Dylan Carlson. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Set and the pitch as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Kelly has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. The 1-1. Yep. Arenado, base runner at first with one out. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone. It's even at
ボール球が多いで
Boy,
す
the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Lifted in the air out towards left
これはあ
center.
かん。
Peralta will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, they really need Paul Goldschmidt to snap out of the funk he's been in. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
That brings in Tommy Edman as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
まあでもいろいろと発売されますね。あ、取り寄った。やりますな。まあ来週のね、金曜日はグランツーも出るし。 なんやかんやと出ますよね。
What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And now here is Tim LaCastro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
今日は今日でエルデンリングも出てますからね。あれはやらないですけど。
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
To the plate now, Nick Ahmed. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll step in here at 275. 7 homers and 19 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Gets him looking strike 3.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
1月ちゃうわ。さっきのあれか。
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And he'll make it to second base now
レ
with
フ
2
トで
gone.
左。あれ。しかもセカンド行かれてるし。
Torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box.
直後はでも眠たなってきますね。
Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 2-out double left stranded. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Stepping in now, Justin Williams. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
3-1 to him now. One out, nobody on. 1-2.
Down is full. 3 balls. 2 strikes.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Williams stands at first with 1 out. 3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
So we got him looking there. John Degowski is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and a strike to count. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Swing and a miss and a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
1 left for the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0. And now Christian Walker. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at-bat at a time.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Michaelis, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he popped him up. Goldschmidt has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Christian Walker becomes the first out here in the bottom of the 2nd.
Eduardo Escobar.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. A dozen home runs and 29 driven in. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Now the 1-1 pitch.
No.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Carlson is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting 7, the right fielder,
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes strike 2.
no ball, 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 4-0. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Andrew Kisner.
The catcher, Andrew Kisner.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Count even at 2-2. So a full count now. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, it's time to give you a good look at the standings out west in the National League as you see where the Diamondbacks sit entering play here today. Now to the plate, here is Paul Goldschmidt. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with 1 swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now the pitch.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Nolan Arenado is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller. At the plate now is Dylan Carlson. From the stretch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that misses. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. This is line to left. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Hit out towards second. He's right there. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they hold a 4-0 lead.
Welcome back. As the Diamondbacks look to get the offense going here in the 3rd, this is the lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
DeYoung gathers it in. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one.
The pitcher.
Gotcha.
Now to the plate.
おはようございます。
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. In the air, down the line and left. Nagowski is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number two.
The batter, the second baseman.
Next up is Tim LaCastro, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now here it comes. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Williams is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
電池がよう減りますな。
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Miles Michaelis, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Got him to go down swinging there. Miles Michaelis becomes the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. In there, a base hit.
ライト前、尻に単一3本くらい。あっちゃー。頭に氷巻いてますけどね。頭氷巻きですな。
At the plate, John Nagowski. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Williams leads off first with 1 away. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here. And the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Marte comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he misses 2-1.
うわぁ、もう相手さんスタミナないじゃないですか。
This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
93キロ投げてると。投げまくりじゃないですか。
ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Not shortstop.
Fastball off the plate away for ball one.
One
ball, no strike.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0, and it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Edman is there. Looks it into his glove. And there's one gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Lifted in the air to right field. Carlson is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ketel Marte. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound. It's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Center fielder giving chase. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail here 4-0. Alex Young, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Alex Young.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Andrew Kisner. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The 0-2 once more. And did he hold up in time? Look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and played it out.
Paul Goldschmidt is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Has a look, now the pitch. Ani looking at the caveman swinging a club on that one.
このピッチャーなんかあれですな。ボール球が多いですね。取られた。それた。アウトやった。 セカンドはセーフですよね、あれ。危うくダブルプレーで終わるとこやった。それてからのジャンピング。
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1. Swing and misses. He pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in.
3人ともアウトで頼む。
So he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Fouled off. Goldschmidt stands at second with 2 gone. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
ボール球で。
Can't find the zone there as he
これ
lays
ま
off
た
the
ボー
breaking
ル。
ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think
バ
to say
ッタ
after
ー、キャッ
throwing
チ
way
ャー、
off the
審
plate
判ア
and
ウ
see
ト。
if he'll chase it, didn't happen.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it
全
away.
員アウト。
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't perfect, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Christian Walker. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line.
抜けていった惜しい。
Getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Eduardo Escobar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Playing 11, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Inside.
Wow.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Smoked on the ground. The second for 1 on to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
ギリギリ間に合った。一塁行こう思ったけどセカンド投げてまいりましたね。
Next to dig in, Cole Calhoun. First time up,
ギ
he
リギ
went
リ
down
アウト。
looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking.
あー、や
Expect
ばい。
him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish.
ライトゴロ
He'll
とか
hold
言っ
at
て。
second, and there are two aboard now.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Carson Kelly comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Nothing in two
あー、やば
count
い。
and the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
夜食に餃子作ってる。おー、餃子ですか。今崎さん。今崎。
Another 0-2 coming.
うわ、惜しい。
That's the human element of the game right there.
今のは取ってほしいぐらいですけ
Pitcher's
ど。
ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Count still at 1-2.
昼間食べたラーメンはうまかったですね。
Now the pitch. And oh, a big rip
よ
at
っ
the
しゃ。
curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the
ラー
second
メン
casualty of the inning.
It's been a really rough
チ
day
ャー
for
ハ
this
ンで
lineup.
すな。
There's really no other way to say
今
it.
崎
Not a
ホ
lot
セ
of
さん。
good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Asdrubal Cabrera will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is as he lifts it in the air
Oh,
to right
fun.
field. He's under it, and that ends
変
the
な
inning.
動きが。
Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're down 4-0. Ryan Buchter takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
ライアン・ブッチャーさんですか。
Ryan Butcher.
白バラをドクドク入れて。
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
カッター、カーブ、ストレート。
First pitch of the AB on its way. Chased
Ah,
after that one, it's
chabón,
nothing and 1. A swinging strike, and now it's
まあ、打
0-2.
ちにくい。
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Fouled away.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And he looks at a called strike
cut
3
か。
as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
The pitcher, number 39.
Next, it'll be Miles Michaelis. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just hung in there on that one. He'll try again, 1-2.
ブッチャーといえばアランザ・ブッチャーでしたっけ。あーって思った。またボール球。
That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Standing in now, Justin Williams, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
アブドラザ・アライ。
Pitch on the way. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 4-0 lead.
さすがアランザ・ブッチャーさん。
Now at the plate here is Tim LaCastro. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
Mm. まだでもスタミナ半分ありますね。
First pitch coming, here it is. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Nagowski arranged to his left as he tracks this one down and left center for the first out.
鼻にぐちゃっと入れる。
Standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season.
なんとかまだね1位ですけどね。
The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a
中断
long
してる言うてます
delay.
よ。
The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is
1
where it
時間
becomes
半
tricky
も
for the
中
managers
断す
right
る言
now.
うてます
You
よ。
have your pitchers out there, and you have to be careful
こ
not
れ
to
は
hurt
やばいな。
anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen
スタ
are
ミナ
on
な
red
くな
alert
っ
as
て
soon
ま
as
うん
the
ちゃう
delay
こ
has
れ。
begun. And I'm sure both of the managers
う
have a
わ
pretty
スタ
good
ミナなくなっ
idea
た。
of who's going to be the
最
pitcher
悪
to
や。
go in after this delay.
あんだけあったスタミナが見事に売り切れましたな。
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Nick Ahmed stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
たまに中断があるからね。
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Carlson is there. 2 down. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there, they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Next to stand in is David Peralta. Flew out last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
この回なんとか言ってもらわんと。
Now the pitch. Lined hard to
う
center field.
わー。あかんとね。
Through first and hustling for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case,
や
you
ば
can't
いで
wait
す。
to get
ス
in
タ
the
ミナ
batter's
が売り
box.
切れました。
Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits
怪
so
我
far
せん
for
か
him
っ
in
た
this
らいい
one.
んですけどね。
Ketel Marte is in for the third time now as he
た
takes
ま
a
に
called
怪我しま
strike.
すか
It's
ら
0-1.
ね。
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there. If they
なん
want to
か
go
あり
there.
ましたか。
The 1-1. This is
う
pulled into
わ
right.
ー
And
っ
this
と
was sinking on him at the
うんな
end, but he's able to hang with it, and the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Chris Devenski is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 32, Chris Devenski.
デベンスキーさん。
Stepping in for the Cardinals, John Nagowski. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
John Nagowski.
Austin Dean is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number
エ
7.
ーペックスプレイヤー。
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. 258 the average to begin play. 7 homers and 15 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. No plate discipline that time. And he's in the hole now. 0-2.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen,
Up next for
if you
the
can keep
Cardinals,
that pitch in your back
the
pocket and
shortstop,
pull it out when you need it, like he did right there,
DeYoung.
usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So now to the plate, Paul DeYoung. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Devenski, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. Full count, 3-2. Andrew Kisner is on deck. And it's another case, so back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Andrew Kisner. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball
なか
1.
なか
0
打ち
for
に
2
くいで
from
す
him
な。
so far in this one. The 1-0 home. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-0 now.
よっしゃ。
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Paul Goldschmidt stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one. Now the first pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Comes set with the 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
2 balls and a strike now. And the pitch on 2-1.
Ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. They lead it 4-0. Austin Dean will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 0.
Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker.
The first baseman, Christian Walker.
Now the pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
さあ、やっと帰れる。
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Junior Fernandez takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 44, Junior Fernandez.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, and it's fouled away. No hits to this point. Lined hard toward right center.
やばい、打たれた。
And this is going to split the uprights and head toward the pool for extra bases.
Well, that didn't take long to get a run
さ
on the board
す
this
がに
inning.
ゼロってのは難しいっすな。
Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then wham, the triple chases him home.
まだノーアウトっす
Plate
から
now,
ね。
Cole Calhoun, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. A hit in
もう
two
1
at-bats
点
for him
は
at this point in the ball game.
取られそう。
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
Escobar at third with nobody out. This is on the ground over to
よっ
first.
しゃ。
Taken in by Goldschmidt.
さ
And
すがに
he'll
これ
step
ホー
on
ム
first
いいです
himself for
ね。
the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Into the box, Carson Kelly. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
よっしゃ。
He's set. Here it comes. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
タイミング全く合ってないですね。
High in the air down the right
あ
field
ー、1
line.
点はしゃあない。
Long run for the right
あ
fielder.
ー、しかも落としてるし。
Out. Oh no, he dropped it.
なぜ落とす
Runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-2 game. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Michael De La Cruz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle. Driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away with just 1 out.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Still only 1 out in the inning.
ああ、球種間違った。
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
よし。そら、嫌がなってきましたな。 このピッチャーもなんかもう一つですな。
Free passes this late.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home.
よしよしよしよし。 よし、行くぞ。とりあえず2点や。おっと、来た。ランナー進めず。
So now here is Tim LaCastro, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming, here it is. As he hits one on the line to left field. Dean gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. Stefan Crichton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58, Stefan Crichton.
Now into the box, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. One count and the pitch.
うわ、めっちゃ甘い。甘いけど低い。
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first. Arenado is retired, and there's one away. Next to hit is Dylan Carlson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set and the pitch.
うわ、惜しいか。そんなに速ないけどよう曲がりますな。シンカーもよう曲がる。40。まあこっちっすかね。
Edmundo Sosa will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Number 63, Edmundo Sosa.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And lifted in the air to left center. Marte able to track it down for the 3rd out. Down in order go the Cardinals as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Edmundo Sosa will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Number 63, Edmundo Sosa.
And stepping in, Nick Ahmed flew out last time up.
For the Diamondbacks, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he took a big
swing
at
that one as this is coming out to
deep left center field.
あーちゃー最悪や。1点差なってもた。
So a solo shot here to left center field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
まあでもランナーおらんからまだ良かったけど。
Well,
this guy's been unhittable.
いきなり打たれましたな。
Knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
あー、来ませんな。 あー、間違った。やめてもうた。来た。来た来た親父ですな。
Into the box now. David
あら。
Peralta. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. So far, 2 for
速攻
3 in
変え
this
ま
one.
したわ。
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Fastball swung
よ
on
っ
and
し
missed
ゃ、
for the
抑え
first down.
た。
Good job of making him
ランナー
chase
お
a
らん
pitch
だ
for the strikeout
う
there.
ん、ランナーおらん
That's
す
the
よ。
advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters
中
to
1点だけ
expand
なん
their
すよ。
zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch
ラ
that
ンナー
can't
お
do
っ
much
たら
of it
同
becomes
点
a
や
lot
ったんす
easier.
けど。
At the plate, Ketel Marte. Just able to get a
15 人
piece of
くらい
that for strike one. He could really
15
use
人
it
も
now
並んで
here,
ま
0
した
for
か。
3 in the game so far.
長蛇の列で。
Pulled
いや
toward right center field. Long
ー
run for the right fielder.
と
He makes the running play. 2 down.
怖いな。
To the Diamondbacks, the first baseman.
Up next, Christian Walker is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
あ、やばい。
Swing and a drive
頭
hit
超
well
え
out
そ
to
う。
right field. And that'll get down
あ
out
ー
there
ち
for
ゃ
extra bases. And hold
ー。
all
うまい
tickets
な。
now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
That was a
結
great
構
job
伸び
of
ましたな、
driving
これ。
that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that
話し
you
合い
don't even feel coming off the bat. さあ、打たれるか
And
抑え
now
るか。
Eduardo Escobar as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
よっしゃ。
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
う
Left
おっ
side,
と。
but well foul.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And this one
よっしゃ、
runs
振り
in
寄っ
on him
た。
as he can't get his arms extended.
これは
A
助
great
かっ
pitch
た。
there, and the inning is over. A big-time
ボール
strikeout
球
and
を
some
振って
raw
くれました
emotion
な。
as he gets out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this.
意外とね、ランナーっつうか、追い込まれると振ってまうんですよね、あれね。
Harrison Bader will try to get his club a little ninth-inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
Harrison Bader.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire.
一人を変えて、抑えのピッチャーを。
From the stretch. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 23 driven in. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
手が滑りましたな。
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
よっしゃ、歩かしてくれた。
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now here's the first offering. Grounded back up.
ああ、取られた。最悪のダブルプレー。セカンドうまいっすな。あれを取るか。とこ守ってますよね。軽くちょっと横滑りながら取るという。やりますな。見事にランナー消える。よっしゃ。ランナーおらんときに打ってくるんですね、これ。ランナーおったら1点入ってますね。ああ、歩かした。
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with two away. Stepping in next, Andrew Kisner. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat, ball one.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. The set and the 2-0. Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-0 pitch. Sent on the ground.
Second goal.
On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for
甘いけど捉えてないですね。
Couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Giovanni Gallegos is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
抑えやけどね、防御率がちょっと悪いんですよね。右によう打たれてんですよね。
So now into the box is Cole Calhoun. He'll start things out, needing just a run to tie it here in the bottom of the ninth. 0-1 the count.
球は速いけど。
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a three-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
At the plate now, Carson Kelly, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Josh Van Meter will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Miles Michaelis earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Merrill Kelly was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Giovanni Gallegos records the save, his 16th of the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Nice shot. This afternoon.
よし、これで連敗はなんとかせずに。こっからがまた強いんですね。なんとか2ゲーム耐えてますけどね。よいしょ。さあ、ではでは、お疲れ様でした。